Hey, welcome in. It's time to put some eyes on. Welcome in. Hey there, Bates. How you doing? Uh-oh. Where did it go? I just lost an eye. There it went. These are the 3D eyes we put on the lures. These are jig heads with bait keepers. Okay, these will go to the UV lights. Okay, let's get these others out. These are the 1/4 ounce. These will be getting a spinner on them. These are the heads that we just painted a while ago. These are going to get red eyes. These are the Crawdaddy jigs. One 1/16 ounce. Six. Again, thank you guys for coming in. Let me see who's all in here. Hey there, Low Wolf. Hey there, Katie. You can do it. Nathaniel, Sawdust. Hey, thanks for coming in. I'm going to put our UV resin on it now. This UV resin doesn't take much. These will probably get tied up sometime today. We are almost out of this color. This has been a hot color too this month. Okay, as we go into the UV lights. Guys, thank you for coming in. Yeah, these are 1/16 ounce. They do have a little bit of tackiness on the bottom. That helps out too quite a bit. And get your resin all around the surface. The 16th ounce, they don't take that long to for the resin to cure on there. Matter of fact, I have to fill up my little jar. Hey there, Wayman. Thank you so much. How's it going, Wayman? Appreciate that. Only one crappie today. Oh my goodness. That's no good. We're going to work on some different lures too today. I'm going to work on some different lures. These are the Mad Shad heads. We were out of these too. I got to paint some more of those either later on today or tomorrow. These get a silver eye. Heather Damon. Yep, thank you guys for coming in. I'm just gluing eyes this morning. I'll tell you what, the older you get, the time goes by faster. Time goes by so much faster when you get up to be my age. These silver eyes are they're not clinging on too well. Red ones do pretty good. Yep, it does. You get older, time goes by faster. Where'd my coffee go? Got coffee grinds. Coffee grinds in my teeth. My wife, she wakes up a lot earlier than I do. And a lot of times I'm getting the last bit of the pot. Hey, Remington. And happy Father's Day to everybody out there that I didn't get to say happy Father's Day to yesterday. Appreciate everybody in the channel. Appreciate everybody out there. Get this resin all on there. Yeah, you get to use these brushes and stuff quite a bit. They get kind of messy looking after a while. Okay, let's get these in the UV light. Let me go check my oven. Okay, cookies are done. Cookies are done. You guys don't know, that's what I call my jigs. When they're in the oven. The cookies are done. Okay, those are ready to flip over. This spot here where I'm doing this at used to be our plastics department. I say plastics department. We used to make plastics. We used to do the eyes where we painted over in that area. But it just got to be too much. We were like, we can't do plastics and hand ties. We didn't have a big name in plastics, so we sold some. We didn't sell a lot. It just got to the point where it's like, you know what, we're not really making a whole lot of money selling plastics. Let's focus on what sells. And what sold for us were the jigs. We sell a bunch of jigs every year. A lot of jigs. I try to keep this surface pretty clean. Yeah, if you got any powder and stuff floating around, it didn't work too good. You got to have the jig eye stick on there. Okay, let's get this painted up. Who is that there? Ernest, hey, welcome back. Yep, I'm back too, man. It is eye time. It's time for the eye doctor. And these things look pretty. I gotta go to the eye doctor here in the next couple of weeks. I need some new glasses. Another something that goes when you get older. You get where you can't see as well. Yeah, if you got shaky hands, this doesn't work too good. My wife has shaky hands. My daughter-in-law has shaky hands too. She'll be in there like oh my. Got the shaky fingers. It's my wife and my daughter-in-law. My older son, Jason, well, both of my sons, they both have pretty steady hands. They both have steady hands. My younger son, when he would paint heads, and he didn't have as steady hands as the older son, but he does some stuff there my older son can't do. Okay, we're going to do a couple of these pink heads with red eyes. These are going to be for the slab queens. I've had the same glasses for years. Oh, really? A new style myself. Yeah, I want to get a new style. I want to get I'd like to get some different color frames. I'd like to get some different color frames. I know it may look goofy, but oh well. At my age, I don't care. I want what I want. Yeah, I've been going with either black frames, silver, or brown frames for years. I'd like to go maybe for a dark red frame this time around. I haven't had new glasses in a couple of years. These pink heads will get a black body. They'll get a pink tail. Black body and a pink tail. Okay. I wonder if we live long enough to see can do that every day. No, I don't think AI will ever do this. Hey there, Glacier Shark. I may or may not own Tesla stock. Hey, there's no big deal with that. Yep, I've had the same style for 20 years. Yeah, it's the yeah, I could probably do more jigs faster. Yep. Yeah, I mean, there's factories out there. One of the factories that wanted to make our lures for us, and I'm not going to say the country that they're in, they wanted to make our lures for us, and we just couldn't get them to make the right colors or the durability that we needed. And so, and they had 800 people making lures in their factory. It's pretty nice. I mean, they took me through a tour, a virtual tour, you know, a live tour through their factory. It's a pretty cool factory because they make a lot of lures for some of the biggest brands out there. And but when it came to what we needed, because if if I ever wanted to go nationwide as far as getting in big box stores, uh, stuff like that, I couldn't do it myself, you know. And no matter how many employees we paid, we couldn't get the price low enough to where uh, Cabela's or Bass Pro would even think about us. We've discussed with Bass Pro and Mystery Jig Box and some of these other big companies. The only big company that we're in right now with is Shields, and they wanted the best of the best lures, and they wanted us. They don't care how much it cost. Um, they just wanted a really good product. But we just couldn't get a factory to reproduce the lures the way to my satisfaction, which was the appearance and durability. It didn't matter on the price. I mean, if the price was a little bit lower or whatever, we could have probably been able to get into a lot more tackle stores, but we just couldn't get the companies to do that. And because of that, I mean, I'm still making lures. I love making lures. I'd probably still make lures, even if we had a big factory making them for us. I'd probably do just custom orders or whatever, I guess. I don't know. I'd be out there promoting and trying to get us into more stores. But anyway, it's just one of them things that we just could never get a lure good enough. Uh, because I just don't, I'd hate for me to one day get where people would say, well, your lures used to be really good, but they're no good anymore, you know? Uh, yeah. And I don't want to be in that position where people are saying, man, your lures are crap, man. They're just awful. Yeah, I don't want to ever get to that spot where someone's, you know, we'll make money, but we'll have a lot of people that we, you know, don't like us anymore, you know. It's the same way with some of the plastic companies out there. We've had plastic companies here in Oklahoma that, you know, that were from Oklahoma. Now they're from different countries now. They have all these, you know, they're located in Arkansas or Texas or wherever, but they're getting all their lures imported. Which stinks, you know. But I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm not getting rich by any means. And with whatever customers we do have, you know, we want them to be happy, and we want them to have something uh, that's a good product, and they know that I made it, you know. That means that's something special. And when it's all said and done, and I'm long gone, you know, who knows? Maybe I'll be remembered, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll be remembered, maybe I won't. Let's see. The best jigs I've. Oh, well, thank you. Got the same stuff. Oh, yeah, I saw that there. Do those, yeah, they'll catch trout. They will catch a lot of trout. I appreciate all the likes too, guys. You guys are been very generous in throwing up the hearts and the confettis and all that stuff. I mean, it's a craftsmanship, and I look at lure making, and it's going to sound kind of weird. I look at it almost as jewelry making, or you're making art. I love making these. And I'd be happy just, you know, and I love fishing. I do love fishing. I love getting out there. I feel kind of awful that I can't get out there right now. Uh, but I love making lures. Lures are a big passion of mine. If I ever get to make it to be 90 years old, I hope I'm still making lures. Okay. That there is our crawdaddy head right there, guys. That's going to get an orange and black body and an orange and black tail. We got a big kick out of my grandson yesterday. Well, the last couple of days. We had these long pair of black socks. They're like my dress socks. And my wife wrapped them around my grandson's hands and said, "You're going to jail." And my grandson would say jail like with a real country accent. He would say jail. Really funny. Really funny little boy. He loves making people laugh, and I like making him laugh. I like making him happy. I'm hoping that maybe one day he loves being in the shop. If he had his choice, he would love hanging out in the shop, and he's only 3, but he likes being in here with me. He likes seeing all the colors. He I'm hoping maybe one day, who knows, maybe this will be his business one day. Yeah, you guys in the next 10, 15 years, we'll see if that ever comes to fruition. Okay, we're going to go now with some, let's see, how many of these heads do I need? We're going to do one more set with red eyes on the pink heads, and then the last will be back with green eyes. These here again are for the slab queen. Slab queen's a really good color for trout as well as crappie, and it's just a good color. The fish can see pinks and reds and purples really good. The pink will turn into, if you go below like 10 feet, 15, 20 feet, the pink will gradually turn into purple to the human eye. Now, to the crappie eye, I have no clue at all what it looks like. I know people have studies and things, but again, until somebody gets behind the mind and an eye of a fish, we'll never be able to see what's going on in their head or what they're seeing. Let's see. Hey there, Anderson. The name of the jigs. These here are for the slab queen. These are for the crawdaddy. We do have a website. It's Ruben Flores Jigs. We got a link down below. Hey there, Burke. How's it going? Hey there, Edwin. And thank you. Yeah, if I'm not seeing all the messages, is because I got my phone positioned a little differently. What do I make them? I have a business and I love making them. I love making them. Yep, it's art. Yep. Let's see. Go back here. Yep, they do catch trout. Yep, answered that one up earlier. Yep. But I've been making these. It'll be 15 years in I think November that I've been making lures. I do this full time, and it's a blast. I love doing it. And so we probably are the biggest hand-tied jig business here in Oklahoma. We don't focus on plastics or anything. That way, you know, our main focus are hand-tied lures. And I think we got the best here in Oklahoma. I think we got the best in America. I mean, our packages say it themselves. It says America's Finest in our packages. So I gotta be, I bet I do make the America's Finest jigs. Yeah, our new packaging, we changed it up a little bit. It has America's Finest on the front of our packaging now. We did that for the tackle stores. We still have the website on the back. We used to have the website on the front. We got some really good lures. I'm kind of biased. I'm kind of biased. I had a couple of years ago, one of the fellow bait makers, I don't know if he was upset or if he was making a joke or what, but he's like, why do you have America's Finest? Why do you think you're the best in America? And I'm like, well, don't you think you make lures too? Don't you think you make the best in America? I do take pride in my work. Let's see here. I agree. Oh, well, thank you. And I appreciate everybody in here. How's it going, Burke? What time is it over there? It's like afternoon, isn't it? Burke is living in the future. He lives in the future. He lives in Norway. Their time is a little bit ahead of our time. I remember years ago, this is speaking about my age, uh, everything was on tape. You know, you'd watch a horse race, and they wanted the time to be the same time everywhere. As far as you know, if and I'm just going to hypothetically say this, if the race in the Kentucky Derby was at noontime, way back in the 60s and 70s, they would, and back then you only had three, maybe four networks. They would do, because if the race was at noontime, they would want it to be noontime everywhere. So they wouldn't show it in California until noontime California. And then the people that were making bets took advantage of that. And then they finally got to where the technology where they could play it live everywhere. It used to be that way for boxing matches, all kinds of stuff. Way back in the 1900s. Now these with the green eyes, these are going to be for the Barbie doll jig, the Thunderbird, and the Assassin. Extremely durable. Oh, well, thank you. Yep, we've improved in the last couple of years with our UV resins and some of the materials that we use. I bumped into somebody, I'd say about a month and a half ago, the last time I took my boat out, and he'd been using our jigs for years. He actually pulled out a jig that he has had for like 3 or 4 years. When I was at the fishing dock, there was someone there a couple months ago that he had jigs of mine that he uses all the time, and he's had these jigs for 9 or 10 years. I mean, he'll use them, and then he'll put them away, and then he'll pull them out, later on his next fishing trip. But he's had our jigs, for that many years. I was surprised. You know, I thought he would have got them hung up and lost them years ago, but they still keep working for him. He said, Ruben, if you make jigs that weren't as good, I would still buy your jigs, because you know, because I think the least amount of fish I've ever caught with one of your jigs is probably about, 3, 4, 500 fish. Okay, these again here are for the slab queens. These here for the Barbie doll, the assassin, the Thunderbird. Yeah, if we have any new people in here, I'm out of Oklahoma. Northeast Oklahoma, a little town called Claremore. We're just a little bit north of Tulsa. These eyes don't take that long on the 16th. The 1/8 ounce, they do take a lot longer. The 1/8 ounce. These got to go back in. They got to go back in. So it takes them about 3 to 6 minutes for the eyes to cure. 3 to 6 minutes. Okay, we are done with the red eyes. Nope, we still have a few more with the red eyes. Silver eyes, we're done with this. With the silver eyes. We can put those up. We go through a lot of silver eyes with the shiner and the gray ghost. Both of those have the silver eyes on them. We do have fly tying material too, so if you've never been to our website, we do have a link on the bottom. We got a link also in the bio too. These will be for I'm gonna do a strawberry lemonade or strawberry lemonade jig here sometime today. We're gonna try to get a new color out for July. I'm going to try to get a new color out for July. Let's see if I hold these up a little bit higher, maybe they'll cure a little bit better. It doesn't take that much for these. These are the two-tone jigs. I did these. Did I do them yesterday? I think I did them yesterday. Let's see, Francisco, hello there. Hey there, Edwin. What size is best for panfish and trout? I would say we sell more 1/16 than any other size. We sell a lot of the 1/16 ounce. You can use a 16th for trout. A lot of it depends on what size fish you're catching too. Whether it be trout, brim, crappie. There are some brim or perch that will bite on really big baits. Some of these perch are they're just aggressive, and in some states they're really big too. So a lot of it just depends on what is the size of the average fish you're catching. because it's one of those things. If you can't get it in the mouth, you may not catch it. You know. So we sell a lot of 16th ounce. If you're trout fishing, I would say 16th or 32nd. I mean, you can catch them on a 1/8 ounce, but those are the two sizes that. Uh, I mean, we sell a lot of the 1/8 ounce too, but a lot of those people they're using them for white bass, crappie too, and crappie. You know, they do have, although they do have a paper mouth or paper thin mouth, they they do have a pretty decent sized mouth too. Okay, we need another color of a head. Let's get that other color over here. But yeah, that our 16ths, we sell more 16ths than any other size. I'm hoping, normally it slows down in July, local wise. I'm hoping because of all the rain that we get a bounce back local wise. We have been somewhat slow this spring because we've been getting a lot of rain, and so with that, we just hadn't been as busy with our local tackle stores. Been kind of a bummer. Been kind of a bummer. Normally we would have had like 2 or 3 cycles of repeat sales to these local tackle stores. But because it's been with all the rain, we just don't have a lot of local people fishing as much. Been a pretty rainy year. It'll pick back up. Everything runs in cycles. We'll get busy again. Hey there, Remington's in the channel again. Hey, let's see, Landon. How you doing, Landon? Oh, I still see your mod still, Landon. I appreciate all the young people watching. We got a good crowd of young people. We got some of the young people that have become bait makers, and that's a good hobby to get into. Yeah, these with the green eyes here are going to be for the striker jig. That's another one of our top colors, the striker. We are going to be doing another assessment here in the next couple of weeks. We're probably going to drop off some of the lures that just are not selling. We're going to replace them with some new colors. So I think the peanut butter and jelly is going to be going away. We'll probably get rid of the outlaw. We just don't sell enough of the outlaws to keep them hanging up on the wall. It's a good bait too. I love using the outlaw jig. I just don't love it enough to keep it on the website. So those are the 2 first colors that are going to fall off the website here pretty soon. I'm thinking of bringing the strawberry lemonade back. We've had that in the past, and it's done okay. We've always had the strawberry lemonade on the website as a limited edition. We may bring it back as a limited edition, but if it sells really good, we may keep it on the site. And then I'm looking at bringing possibly the Kingfisher jig. Kingfisher is a really pretty color. Ooh, those are with red eyes. Okay, got that black. I'm going to do one more group of 6 with the green eyes, and then we're going to go put some pearl eyes on them for the midnight jig. Than I was, but still. Oh yeah, I love tying flies. Oh cool. I do too. I love making lures. I wish I would have learned how to make lures. Well, I made lures when I was a teenager, but it wasn't anything to this extent. I mean, I just played around with thread and hooks, and back then I was more into bass fishing. I have been really blessed big time. Yeah, if you're just joining us, I'm putting UV resin over these eyes. They'll go underneath the UV lights. Okay, let's see what these look like. I haven't tied a single jig. Well, Have I tied? No, I haven't tied a single jig today. So my jig count is 0. I'll get 100 tied today though. I'll get 100 tied pretty easy. Okay, we can put the orange eyes up. We're going to bring the pearl eyes out. Where are the pearls? There are the pearls. Let's see. Hello, bro. How's it going there, Randy? Gotta go, man. Bye. Yep. I think I found my favorite fly to tie. Size 16. Jig red. Red dart nymph. Hey there, Gemini. When are you gonna go live, Randy? Randy can go live now, guys. Randy can now live stream. Have you ever gone live on any platform before? Some people get stage fright and stuff when they go live. I saw one guy go live. He tied jigs. This is on TikTok. He didn't know what to say. Didn't know. He was all nervous. He still ties jigs. He ties. It takes him about almost 10 minutes to tie one jig. So, a nice guy. He's a super great guy. He does not tie for business or anything like that. I think he just gets on there just to be with some friends or whatever. Okay, these are for the midnight jigs. These have been one of our top selling lures for years. One of my favorite colors to fish with, the midnight jig. Yeah, I think he has like 53, 54. I can tie a jig in a minute and a half, depending on what type. Yep. Hey there, Charles. How you doing? Do I tie chartreuse and peacock blue jig? You talking the peacock chartreuse? And yeah, I do tie one of those too. Yeah. Yeah, I do a blue and chartreuse with a rainbow tinsel chenille, and I've done them with either a chartreuse head or a pink head, and that has been our bank robber jig. We've tied that one, and we've had that one as a limited edition. We just don't sell a whole lot of them, but we'll sell a bunch for about a week or two, and then they just drop off. So anytime I do put that on the site, it's one of those type jigs that we just don't sell a whole lot to keep it on the website. We'll have it on there for about a month and a half, and then we'll always take it off. That's one of our Christmas jigs. At Christmas time, we bring out a lot of colors during Christmas. You know, it'll start off around October, and we'll bring those jigs on till usually like January. The Mountain Dew jig used to be one of those. We've kept the Mountain Dew around because some people get upset if we take the Mountain Dew off. Let's see. Oh, well, thank you there, Randy. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, it is a good color. Yep. That blue and chartreuse. Yeah, it's just a really good color there. Yeah, and that's one of those colors that I wish it would sell a lot more. But I like using it because it does catches fish for me. Now for other people, that's a different story there. It just doesn't not appealing to them long enough, I guess. But we do sell that bank robber jig. No, I take that. That's not the bank robber. That's the creek freak. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that blue and chartreuse. That is called the creek freak. You might find it on our Facebook page, and I think we have it with a. We've done it with a blue head, not no not blue. Uh, we've done it with a pink head, and then I think we've done it with a chartreuse head. I can't remember the colors. I know we've done it with a pink head, rainbow body, blue and chartreuse tail. The Kingfisher has a powder blue head, a black and red variegated body, and a blue tail. That is a really pretty color there. You guys make sure to throw some W's out. I just tied a bluegrass jig, marabou and silly legs. Yep. Okay, we're going to go back to the midnight heads with this one here. We already have some for the mongoose. The mongoose will get a black head. It'll get an orange eye. This is UV resin if you're just coming in for the first time. I used to use super glue and done things like that in the past, but the super glue just hadn't worked for us that well. Well, guys, thank you. Let me see what we got on our messages here. Let's see here. Yep, thank you, guys. Hey there. Oh, we got 44 people in here. Yeah, make sure to subscribe because I'll be tying some of these up later on. We'll be tying some of these up later on. These are 1/16 ounce. I am putting 3D eyes on them. Does have green eyes? Yep, I'll make sure. Sometimes I forget. The Midnight will have a rainbow tinsel body. It'll have a chartreuse and silver tail. Silver tails, silver tails, silver tails. It's Jigmas time in the city. I need to tie that Cheeto mosquito sometime. We are going to be getting some more vises here soon. We are not sold out by any means. But we're going to be getting some more peak rotary vises. Right now I think we have just 2 vises in stock. One pedestal and one C-clamp vise. Okay, let's get these underneath the UV lamps. Okay, we're going to be using some of the bigger red eyes here in just a bit. Larger red eyes, should I say. Okay, let's put these under the lights for another 30 seconds, and I'll pull out the bigger red eyes. 30 seconds. Get these flipped over. Let's see what we got going on in here. Let's see. Oh, why is it only showing that there? That is just wild. Oh, here we go. gave you used the crinkle paint. What's your thought on it? What the crinkle paint? I don't know anything about crinkle paint. Where do you get your eyes? I don't tell anybody where I get my eyes from. Yep. Herbert, thank you for coming in. You should look into getting Kingfisher Rotary. I love my Peak Vise. No, I love my Peak Vise. You still making the Dream Catcher? No, I'm not making the Dream Catcher. I have plenty in stock though. Yeah, we have I think 6, 7 packs left of the Dream Catcher. Yeah, we still have plenty of those in stock. No, I love my Peak Vise. My Peak Vise is the first expensive vise I ever bought, and it works good for me. I sell them. I don't know why I'd want to buy another vise, because the vise I use, I sell. I promote it. Now we did. I did get reached. I did have a company reach out to me about using their vise, but their vise was like, oh, how do I say? Their vise was about $800, $900, and their vise looked pretty cool. You know, I'd never used it. I don't, you know, I can't say anything good or bad about it. But for the price, I don't think I don't know if I'd be able to sell that vise. You know, maybe. They were going to offer me a free vise. It was about $800 or $900 for that vise. I wasn't going to pay for it, but you know, I don't know if anybody else would pay for a. You know, maybe somebody would, maybe 1, 2 people, but you know, our Peak Vise is pretty inexpensive and it works great. Okay, now these are 1/8 ounce that I'm doing. And I'm not a vise collector. Some people, they seem to buy every single vise that's out there, and I'm not one of those guys. I love my Peak Vise. I like how the well, I'm not going to mention that company's name. There's another company out there, and Brian Smith and I talked about that vise. He thinks it would be great for me to use. I just don't have the money to buy that vise. You know, and especially if I've never used it, you know. Randy, on one of those things again, I don't know. I've never used it. I don't want to sell something I've never used. I mean, I sell the Coachman kit, and I have used the kit. Um, and I ended up giving that kit away as a gift to one of our fans years ago on TikTok, and they wanted it because I used it, you know. But I'm not going to open up another box and use them. I mean, it's a good vise. Let's see. Uh, well, I don't want something almost like a Peak. I mean, you can sell it. Yeah, you go buy it and sell it. Yeah, I love my Peaks that much. But again, there's another vise out there that Brian Smith was telling me about, and it's a nice vise. Um, I'm just not going to spend the money on it. I think it would be good. I mean, it's a vise that's been around for years. But I do love my Peak Vise. I sell them, and I know I'm doing more for Peak than what they do for me. Peak's never given me anything. Peak has never given me a vise. They've never given me, you know, anything like that. I do promote them. I sell them. We sell a bunch of them. I make some pretty decent money on them. Okay, next. Oh, I am running out of space. A new frontier. There we go, got some of my space back. Okay, those are going back underneath. Okay, I need some more of these. Let's see. Hey there, Colby. Hey there, Silly Salmon. Let me see, what do we got there? I thought we had a sale come in. Did we get a sale? Nope. It's gonna be a slow day. Gonna be cool. It's gonna be a slow day, I bet. A bunch of these people broke from Father's Day. Yeah, my younger son had to work yesterday, and he brought me back a Father's Day card and some snacks. Some really, he knows some of the candies I like, and he knows I like Diet Mountain Dew. Make sure I put the right eyes. I've done that in the past, where I'm putting like a green eye and a red eye, uh, you know, on lures, and I forgot to check to see what color the other side was, and the jig head had two different color eyes on it. If you see me, check to make sure, it's because I've made that mistake in the past. I appreciate everybody sitting in today, man. We got 36 people in here, and I I feel like I'm pretty generous with showing you guys what I do, and just giving, because a lot of times you got some bait makers and people that they'll do a couple of videos a day maybe or whatever, but you know, and they're kind of private with their time. I'm pretty wide open as far as sharing a lot of stuff on my videos and doing live streams and stuff like that. In so much that we get daily, we will get people texting me at 9, 10 o'clock in the evening, and I do pretty good, I guess, with texting people back, but there comes a point where usually if it's after 9 o'clock and I'm in bed or whatever, or watching TV, and it's like a lot of times will just answer people in the morning, and I'm not trying to be rude or anything. It just sometimes we get people texting me at 11 o'clock at night, and And so sometimes it's, you know, sometimes a little rough on me sometimes, because I get people like Woody that I want to watch him fish, um, and he fishes out of Claremore and Illegal Lake, and he fishes with our fishing line, the rods, and I want to watch live streams, but and I don't want to say it's interruption. I'm just getting a lot of text messages at night, emails, and I you know, I just can't answer everybody's text messaging in the middle of the night or at night. You know, I do go to sleep usually around midnight, but a lot of times I'm just either reading, I'm doing research, or watching a little bit of TV. I'm constantly doing research. I want to make lures better. I want to make different colors. I'll read reports on what colors are biting at certain lakes. Okay, let's get these over here. I can't imagine, you know, you get somebody that has 2, 3, 400,000 followers, uh, how many messages they're getting. I mean, I don't even have 100,000 followers here on YouTube. I mean, I do on TikTok, but as far as our YouTube channel, we only have what, 5,000. I think we got 5,000. Maybe I don't think we have 6,000 yet as far as subscribers. Does anybody use Red Brand GoPro? You know, have it, Randy. Do you have a Pillhead 132nd? No, I don't. Nope, I don't have a 48th ounce either. Nope. Let's see. Don't know. Ruben Flores was in shipment also. Thank you for extras. Oh yeah. I don't know that part there, Jeremy. Well, didn't know Ruben Flores was in shipment also. Huh. I gotta figure that out. Let's see. Gemini. Ready for tomorrow, Gemini. Yep. Josh can't come fast enough. Silly salmon. No, Jeremy sticker. Yeah, we do put it. If you guys ever do get a shipment and didn't have a sticker, let me know about it. But we do try to put a sticker in with everybody's order. Everybody gets a sticker. We do have big stickers too. We got a sticker that's like $5. It's a 5-inch sticker, and it's a black and white one. We sell that one. We're trying to get some more bigger stickers too sometime. People want to put these stickers on their boats and all that. They're ice chests. I'm trying to get me a sticker that's about a 10-inch sticker. And we got a lady that's locally that I'm trying to see if I can get a big sticker from her. That I could put it on my boat. I don't have any stickers on my boats. On my boat. My stickers, my boat is just a plain white boat. I've been kind of saving it because I'd like to get it wrapped, but I don't think I'm ever going to have enough money to get it wrapped. One day, maybe. I think I only have one sticker on my pickup. One Ruben Flores sticker on my pickup. My wife has no stickers on her car, not a single one. Go with the flow. You got that right. Glow with the flow. You're wanting a. Are you asking me for the glowing glow with the flow stickers, Jeremy? I think I might have a couple of those left. I'm not sure. I might have a couple of those. That's a sticker that we had. A friend of mine made them locally, and he used to have a business where they wrapped pickups and cars, and he made stickers. Uh, he had a machine that made them, like the big machines that will crank out hundreds of them, and he sold that business. It's basically an advertising. He had an advertising business. Oh, you need. I need one for my truck. Yep. You see my truck? I got. Oh yeah. I put two of your stickers on my back windows. Each one corner. Next one I get on the boat motor. Oh, well, cool. Well, cool deal. Yeah, those glow with the flow stickers. They went pretty good. I just can't get them anymore. There's a couple other designs I'm toying around with. My daughter-in-law made our logo for us. She's the one to think. She graduated with a degree in art, and as for some of her class projects in college, she used us to make advertising banners and leaflets, the fold-up brochures and stuff. She did a really good job with it. I got a really good daughter-in-law, man. She will get me stuff for my birthday, Father's Day, Christmas. I mean, my son's probably more like me. He's just kind of didn't go out and get. He never got me a card. Put it that way. My older son. The younger son did. The older one, I know he loves me. He's just like me. I don't think about those things. I don't think about those things. But I'm glad that he has a wife that is thinks about those things for him. Okay, I need some more cups. I'm out of cups. Do I have any cups? I got one cup over here. Well, take that back. Yeah, I do need another cup, don't I? For the midnight jig. These are going to have to go back. Yeah, those are the 1/8. They take a little bit longer to do. So I'm going to push these to the front. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for this segment. And let me do this here real fast. I'm going to take a little break. Let's see. I'm having a wrap belt for my boat. Put a new Ruben Flores Jig in the wrap. That'd be nice. Yeah, we've had that in the past. Yeah, we actually had what you call a bass fishing team and a crappie fishing team. They actually paid me to put my name on their boat, and they paid for the wrap themselves. They were out there and new. They wanted to look cool. They wanted to have company logos. Yeah, she did. She made awesome logos. My wife. You want to see the first logo? that my wife made for us. Now, let me get these glasses off. These are my safety / reading glasses. Let's see, do I have it over here? It may not even be here anymore. Huh. I wonder where it went. Oh, there it is. Yeah, here. Okay, here. Here's the very first logo I had that my wife did for a sticker. That is the very first Ruben Flores Jig Company sticker right there. She did that with a cricket. Okay. Oh, your son's on school fishing team? Yep. Yep. Yeah, my wife made that one, and we had that actually on some hats years ago. She did a good job. I understand. Yeah, she made that on a cricket, and she did what she could, you know, and that was back in 2016, 2017, or something way back then, about almost 10 years ago. We've been putting stickers on giving away stickers for 9 years, maybe. Yeah, it's vintage. Yeah, I had that sticker too on my pickup, and that finally wore out. So we'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. You guys be good, and you guys have a great day.